For XRP, the next 48 hours or even the whole week will be very different. Today's video will show you why. And we have a lot of important things to talk about. We're going to watch the most recent Rogan-Trump interview in which they talked a lot about cryptocurrency. We're not going to talk about the global events that cause XRP to drop and why there is a huge reversal going on right now, which brings you all together. I promise you guys that you won't want to miss this great chance. So watch this video until the season lets you. Start with this. Okay, a lot of people are wondering why XRP dropped 4% in one day. Why did we see this red candle? What does it all mean? The most obvious thing we all know right now, if you watch my show at all and pay attention to what I say, is that geopolitical events do, in fact, affect the prices of assets. But here's the thing, whatever kind of conflict there is far away or ongoing, the effect is always short-lived. Because no one knows what will happen, markets usually react with a modest drop on the day of the conflict. That's what's going on. But right here is the part. A few days ago, Iran made a statement saying that it would not reply to Israel's attack. They told Israel through an international mediator. In other words, you know that Iran fired rockets at Israel. Israel attacked Iran and then came back with rockets. It's now being called even Steven. We don't need any more trouble. This must be the end of the war between Iran and Israel. Also, that is really very bullish information. And generally speaking, that's why we see a drop in prices along with doubt. Once the information is back in the markets, we can see a fix. This is exactly why I think XRP will reverse. But there are a few other things that I think will cost a lot more. Definitely change how much XRP is charged in the short run. But I'd like to share with you guys, this isn't just what leaders and wealthy people with a lot of power are saying. There is, however, something else that the technicals for XRP are showing, which we will get to soon. But first, I need to call the talk between Donald Trump and Joe Rogan because Trump says something clearly crazy. It's important that you guys listen to this interview because it will change everything you know about the world economy. Most likely, this will add a huge amount of new money to all cryptocurrency. I want you guys to pay attention up here. Did you just drop the idea of getting rid of income taxes and replacing them with tariffs? Okay, so were you being really extreme about that? Yes, sure, why not now? In the 1880s and 1890s, when McKinley was president, the United States was the richest country in the world because of our preparations. He became king of tariffs. He had a lot to say about taxes. His language really started to amaze me. The enemy will not be able to come in and take our jobs, companies, workers, and families unless they pay a huge fee. The big price is on price lists. He was right to talk that way, though. Then, in the early 1900s, they made the stupid switch to the Franklin earnings tax. You already know why other countries have been putting a lot of pressure on the US. Price guides are not necessary. You already know not to. They trust me, and they are in charge. When you look at the kinds of numbers that these men make, you can see that our meat presses are pretty good. Also, we had a great commission meeting today. At that time, before this president was killed, the US banking system changed. It's clear that this is a really high quality factor. A simple economic analysis of tariffs shows that they make it more expensive for American companies to build factories abroad unless you choose China, Africa, or another country. This is because all the goods that are imported from those countries will now be taxed by the tariff. So clearly, when Donald Trump started his first term as president, he put in place price lists like the ones he's talking about here. These lists have been kept up to date since then by Joe Biden. He hasn't taken them off yet because they worked so well. In the end, Apple, which is one of the biggest companies in the United States, went to Trump and said, "Hello, by the way, we can't afford to keep making iPhones while those price lists are up." So Trump said, "Okay, here's what I'll do for you. I'll waive those tariffs for a year as long as you build an Apple Gigafactory in the United States." They shook on it, and sure enough, he built a factory in Texas, USA. He also created a lot of jobs in the United States. He also helped the local economy instead of getting cheap labor from other countries, which would have saved them a lot of money in the long run. Because of this, we now have more workers in the United States for American goods that may now be serving American customers. And that's the great thing about price lists. They also give you a great chance to completely avoid paying federal income tax. This is because there is more money moving around and being spent because so much money is sticking in the United States. If you really think about it, there are more taxes that come from. Paying people who work for your country through income taxes doesn't help. Is it possible to get away with a property tax? Everyone owns a home. Is it possible to get away with tariffs? Honestly, we shouldn't be sending all of our workers to faraway places. We should keep people in the United States so that we can build our own economy. you know that it definitely sees a lot of benefits for everyone in that setting. And yes, Group's backyard does suffer a little, but these are big companies that are likely already making billions of dollars. There's no doubt that getting rid of the federal income taxes that Trump is proposing here and replacing them with price lists will be very good for the US economy. Because of this, a lot more money will be in the United States than any of those other countries. We've already seen that this will give the US a lot more money that can be invested in a lot of different cryptocurrency. Younger people are more interested in buying crypto than stocks. That's going to be really big. This will lead to a huge rise in money for the United States. Okay, now I want to talk a little more about the technical side of XRP because, as you know, there's a lot going on here that's really important. So, guys, check this out right away. If we look at this picture, we can see that the stochastic RSI is really giving us a great signal. At the bottom of the chart, there is a pass of the XRP between the blue and orange lines. This usually means that there is a good chance to buy. Just now, I closed my short positions and started long positions on XRP, and Ethereum for this reason. The situation I just talked about, where the war between Iran and Israel is almost over in path, sees this cross on the bottom of the stochastic RSI. Showing that XR3 has an oversold condition is a great chance to buy the app, is a great chance to buy XRP at its current price, which is about 51 cents per coin below. Hold on to it for the next 5 to 6 days until we get back to the excess quarter. Right now, that area is looking like it will be around 56 cents. Or you could go from 50 cents today to 56 cents in 5 to 6 days, or maybe a little longer, up to a week, and you could reach that point. That's exactly what I've been doing here for 3 months. And I've been giving you guys every single meeting I've been starting and staying in my Discord. That's why you guys need to join that in Margix so that you can get into my VIP channel. That is, you don't leave out those roles. Also, men, I opened up a function on Ethereum here. If you guys open one up too, I think this will be a great chance. To be honest, I was